girl Keita. I'm back in another video, and today we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw, which I know some of you guys do not follow me on TikTok, but I did not post on Friday just due to a lot going on. And honestly, Friday Night SmackDown really has been just being inconsistent on what it is they're like. Not inconsistent, excuse me, they've been all over the place. SmackDown has been all over the place and hasn't stayed straight with what they should be doing. Instead, they're doing all these other things and they kind of lose the plot. I mean, truth be told, if you really wanted to, you don't have to watch SmackDown sometimes. Like, you literally could go on YouTube and look at a review. Honestly, and then if there's certain points where do you really want to watch a review? And I really just need to I'm going to go back and let when I come to how I speak about my reviews, how I talk about it, especially for SmackDown, so you guys have a more interesting video going on. And this Friday, we're going to get to it. Not Friday, this Saturday, we're going to get to it, I promise you. But for Raw, y'all know who's in the building. Y'all know who's in the building because things were shaking. When you talk about wrestling, I think a lot of people are saying like there's no superstars. I don't think that there are many superstars they are building for the next generation, but trust and believe, Roman Reigns is still that superstar. He's still that guy. Well, that guy. He's one of those folks where you would consider paying the outrageous prices that TKO has going on with WWE. But there's only a select few that's gonna make you think like that, and he's one of those folks. I do find it interesting that man is a Raw superstar, and nobody done said he a Raw superstar. I mean, SmackDown, SmackDown ain't got nobody. No, I'm just playing. SmackDown got people. It's just Roman was the most SmackDown person ever, and he's gone without a word. No word, nothing, just gone. Roman was going to do his regular shtick. He did the acknowledge me. Bronson Reed comes out. Now, when Bronson Reed comes out, that man looks surprised. Like, he doesn't even know whose theme song who's coming out. And I liked the match that they had. I really did. I think it did what it needed to do. Everything was hit. There was, like, everything was done. We did not need another match. We didn't need another match. I understand, gotta get your lick back. But if we're going to be all the way real, if Roman really wants to get his lick back, he's going to go for Braun Breaker, because things only changed when Braun Breaker came into play. Things were manageable for him to the point where he got a pin off of Bronson Reed already. He already got that. It was him and Bronson Reed. We good. We did not need to have a rematch. We didn't. We did not. We did not. If anything, he needed to go after Breaker. And to me, when it comes to the storytelling that WWE has been doing, it seems as if we play the same stories out. We recycle them. We do the same thing over and over again, so we can stall up to the point where it's reaching a point where Roman and Seth should have clashed already. They should have had their moment already. Roman and CM Punk should have had their moment already, because I mean, it's something in there. Like the fact that Roman told Jay to go after CM Punk basically, and CM Punk says nothing really to him, like does not confront Roman, is the most non-CM Punk thing to do. But I understand the fact that CM Punk has his blinders on. He's focused on that World Heavyweight Championship. I get that. But there's just certain things to where you're like, it's noticeable how structured things are. Like beforehand, it's like you suspended my belief a lot. You suspended my belief a whole bunch. Characters are acting how they should act. But this it's not like what? Like, I'm sorry. I like Bronson Reed. And this is going to come off like real crappy to say. But what is Bronson Reed doing? What is he doing? What is he actively doing against Roman Reigns to make him want to fight him? Roman Reigns. Because I don't know if, like, I think because we want to see Roman fight people, like, we were used to him only fighting a select few people, the folks that are going for the title. We're used to him fighting these folks. So him fighting somebody on Bronson Reed's level is, like, exciting. It's something, it's, like, new. But at the same time, this is as if Bronson Reed wanted to fight Cody Rhodes. You know what? Cody Rhodes is the title now. So that's disrespectful. Okay. This is if Bronson Reed wanted to fight Gunther. Why the heck is he fighting Gunther? Like, good match. But why is he fighting Gunther? Why is he fighting Gunther? Why is he gonna fight a big name after getting his behind beat? I'm moving on to the higher official. I can get my lick back to the man I'm actually wanting to go after. He wants to go after Seth Rollins. He wants to. Okay, so why am I wasting time on his flunkies? Because that's what they are. They're his flunkies. Why am I wasting time on your flunkies? Seriously. Literally, seriously. And maybe it's because Roman was trying to get that chance to Jay. I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind. Although I'm going to talk about the Usos and Roman in a second, I don't think that's so. I don't believe Roman has changed that. He ain't changed that much, okay? And then Paul Heyman, not needed. I'm sorry. But Paul Heyman, he's going out here to be Bronson Reed's mouthpiece. He doesn't have to be. I don't believe he has to be. I believe for Bronson Reed to get to a higher level, which he has been doing, he does not need somebody to speak for him. He does not need that. Especially when the person that's speaking for him is lying. Like, don't lie. Like, there's a lot of fans, especially the Roman Empire, they know things. Roman has been put on a stretcher before. Bronson Reed ain't the first one to do it. Roman has been, now, Tribal Chief, no. But Roman Reigns, yeah, this ain't his first rodeo. And then Bronson Reed talking about his family. That don't hit. Like, it's Bronson Reed. That does not hit. I'm sorry. Like Roman said, you never knew my family. You're just saying something. You're just saying it to get a shot. It's not hitting that much. It's not. I'm sorry. Maybe it's just because, I don't know. It ain't no maybe just because. It's just literally like, I'm telling you, like, factually, as a fan, I'm watching this. I'm like, who is this guy? Like, that's literally what it's giving. Because why are we talking about his family? You don't know them. There's no canon event. Literally, like Roman said, you didn't know my family, but Paul Heyman does. Paul Heyman knows. And Paul Heyman ain't giving lessons to Bronson Reed. I'm sorry, he not. But it is what it is. And the way that they are treating Jimmy is pissing me off. Okay, it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off because, why? It's unnecessary because Jimmy ain't got to be there. Jimmy's there because he's always there cleaning up their messes, specifically Jey Uso's messes, but whatever. Becky Lynch versus Maxine Dupree. Now, first off, I really respect how far Maxine has grown. You know, she's been on this roster for, you know, over 40 years now. She's been having matches in and out, you know, a little something, not really doing much, but she's been on this roster for a while. I'm glad they finally gave her a chance to be more than just a ballet, be more than just that cheerleader. I'm glad they did that. And she's had the best work. She had the best match that she's had in her career because of her hard work. You know, she's been in a dungeon. She's been having these matches on main event. She's been having matches with NXT, working with them. She's been putting in that hard work. Like, and no disrespect to Becky Lynch, but I don't like the fact that y'all are saying Becky Lynch is like, no, Maxine worked hard. Becky Lynch, yes, was a great partner and she let her shine. But at the end of the day, Maxine worked hard for that. And I think that's what makes people root for her and like her. And with that match, you see how much of how fiction meets reality. Nobody really, not a lot of people expected her to go as hard as she did. Nobody expected her to take it as she did. Even Becky didn't expect that. So she's coming with a different energy, and I enjoy that because she got the win off of Becky Lynch. So that means she could very well be the next IC champion. She could very well get her shot and make it. And that is really what this title is about. That's really what a mid-card title is about for. And then for the women's division, I totally see it. Now, is she going to have a Gunther reign? No. She's going to have a great reign and be an IC champion. You know, like, y'all be But y'all be giving people props that, like, you get some props, but okay, now let's give the props to the person that actually was doing, who really did a lot of improvement, who really showed her skill and showed that if you give people the right skills and if they really care about what they're gonna do, what they're doing, they're gonna show out and show off. That's what I love. She's hungry. And not a lot of people are hungry like that. But she got it. She has it, and I'm excited. Now, another women's match we got going on. We got Roxanne Perez against Lyra Valkyria. Now, before this, Lyra Valkyria got, whatever Bailey's doing. Again, this week I'm a little bit more interested in what Bailey got going on, okay? But thanks to Judgment Day Raquel and Judgment Day schemes, Roxanne was finally able to get a win off of somebody, because people have been complaining about Roxanne not winning. Baby, she's in Judgment Day. She was not only, she literally was tag team champion. Let's calm down. Calm down. Folks can lose. I'm like, this age of wrestling fans, y'all need to shut up sometimes, because people gonna lose. People gonna win, people gonna lose. That's what professional wrestling is about. You gotta be okay with your fave losing. Now, when your fave be losing as much as LA Knight do, I understand. Get angry. Get angry, okay? Get angry. I would get angry too, because I was in that same position with Naomi. So y'all can get angry. That's okay when y'all get angry. But for Roxanne been in a good position. I'm telling y'all right now, she's been in a good position, and she's gonna continue to be in a good position because of how skillful she is. Lyra, like Bailey said, Lyra and Roxanne are a future WrestleMania match. Period, point blank. They are the future, and they are the present as well. And they show out in every opportunity they have. Now, after the match, Bailey is giving very I want to say damage control, because they're in recent memory. They do recent memory stuff when it comes to stuff like this. When you have to reach back into the past, they're gonna do recent memory because they know they have new fans. So I'm gonna say she's taking a page out the damage control book, and jumped them girls in the back. And she got Lyra and said, "Let's go. We're going to the back. We're gonna hit them up," which is not a bad look. The issue is, what Bailey is Lyra gonna get next week? What is she gonna be having to go through next week? Because next week, after that beating, Judgment Day be ready, Lyra could be by herself and Bailey's other side of the arena wanting to hug folks. So who knows what we're gonna get next week? LA Knight and CM Punk. Now, LA Knight, again, I respect that man. I respect him. LA Knight and CM Punk. Now, LA Knight tries, because Yas gives Jey Uso a lot of flack for him and using his catchphrase, but baby, LA Knight gonna use the heck out of his catchphrase as well. That's just performance. That's just wrestling. So, you using catchphrases and everything like that, when you are in a ring with one of the best mic workers, baby, like the point was hitting. You got pinned by Seth. I ain't never ever got pinned. And then you talk about he's just a husband and that his title reigns is trash, garbage. Now that can be argued by a lot of folks. They could agree with you, but then you ain't never been to the top of the mountain. He got you on that one. You can't hate from outside of the club. You gotta get in the club, then you can hate. Okay, now, if you was Jey Uso said that, you can't hate him because he been inside the club. But you ain't even been inside the club. You can't really hate over something you don't know. You've never been there. You've been always this close, which I'm sorry. I apologize, because, you could have had your moment. You could have did it, but Punk ain't the one. Jey Uso comes out because remember what Roman said? Roman said, "Hey, who's talking? You need to be the one talking. You need to be the one talking." So Jey Uso come out saying, hey, nothing like that. I ain't get my rematch. Technically you did. I hate to say it. But technically you did, because that's what made you get to that triple threat match. They called that your rematch. I'm sorry. Fine print. That's the fine print right there, sweetheart. I'm sorry. That's the fine print. The fine print is you technically already had your rematch. And honestly, this is what I mean when they say recycling. Because I feel it in my bones, which LA Knight said this is seeming a lot familiar. We're going to have a triple threat match for the #1 contender. Who will win? I don't know. Because the way Jay been talking to Jimmy, Jimmy might not help him. Okay, Jimmy might not help him. Because in this situation got messy. Folks got hit, kicked. That's what happened. First was LA, then it was CM Punk. Because CM Punk won hit Jey Uso. So, of course, Jimmy ain't gonna let it slide. And I'm just wondering, what in the heck are we doing with Jimmy Uso? What are we doing? Because in the back, what we're getting with Jimmy Uso, we're getting Jay and Roman talk about, get out of my way. I got you, Roman. It ain't no I got you. Come from Jay. And Roman saying, I don't need nobody. But Jay, you need to focus on yourself. Jimmy, I hear what you're saying. Jimmy, why can't he listen to me? You need to focus on you. You don't know nothing about nothing. Cause he more like me, and I like you. Cause he been to the top. He ain't been to the top. Like, these are the things Jimmy is hearing in the back. And if we're gonna be real, Jay said, I can't do this without you. I need you. Jay said that. And a year ago, Roman needed his family. And he needed Jimmy. So, Jimmy ain't need none of y'all. Jimmy ain't needed none of y'all. But y'all needed him. So, next week, whatever. Jimmy, focus on you. Focus on you. Now, back to the girls. They've been shaking and moving. Like this, shaking and moving. They even have match, which I love to see. The match we talking about right now is the Kyrie versus Io Sky. Hard-hitting matches, which, that's exactly what we're going to expect from a match with these two women of their caliber. This is giving us a little sneak peek into Saturday, which did not go in Io's favor because of Asuka, which we're going to see a lot of that, I believe. We'll see some miss, but we didn't see any miss. We didn't see any miss last night, which that's why I know she's going to be ready to miss on Saturday. And honestly, I think the Kabuki Warriors need to keep that energy going. I think they need to continue having a win streak. I mean, they need to have a little leverage on them. They need to have a little leverage because we're getting two recently former champions against people who weren't in the conversation, who have not been in the conversation. So to really make it hit, I need them to continue to racking up dubs. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee and Penta won against Judgment Day because the Judgment Day had just been beating Judgment Day. And the team of AJ, Dragon Lee, and Penta, I love it. I love how there are matches like this that really just kind of remind you of what these weekly shows are going to be like. We're not going to always have these we're going to have some pair-ups that make sense but are random. I need them to continue keeping that going on. I mean, that match with the chemistry of both groups, well, not really both groups. But I love the team up of AJ, Dragon Lee, and Penta. I would like to see that again. Continue on the story with LA Knight and CM Punk, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. Tag team match, which Jay really wasn't feeling. Because apparently, Jay can do it by himself. Jay don't need nobody. Jay good. Jay cool. Apparently, Jay good. But Jey Uso got pinned by LA Knight. But Jay good. Jay is cool. Like, child, like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And I'm not hating on Jey Uso. I just feel as if Jey Uso didn't need to become Roman Reigns to get that title. So I understand why we are where we are, but what I don't understand is why are we treating Jimmy like dirt? And I'm scared because we've seen this story before. I'm scared because it's seeming as if I don't know. Because I'm scared that this is gonna be another example of how Jimmy influences a story so well, but he doesn't get anything from it. It might just be a situation where it just builds Roman up so Roman can get that title again, or it builds Jey up so Jey Uso can get a title. But is it gonna build up Jimmy so he can get that title opportunity? That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the big picture. I'm sorry. I love to be in the moments with y'all sometimes, but when it comes to somebody like Jimmy who's just been waiting for so long, I want to see big picture. I can't look at that story by story. I want to see big picture because we've been in this place before. We've been here. I just want some difference. I need some change. Because Jimmy, he deserves that. But you guys let me know how you guys felt about Raw. Where are y'all at with how the direction of Raw? I mean, not Clash of Barriers. Crown Jewel's looking good, though. Crown Jewel's looking good. But thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!